Hello, everybody. Actually, I did record a few hours ago, but my computer crashed, so I take a recording again. I did spend maybe 1 hour to go around on the listening scripts to check the vocabulary, and also I practice reading and trying to read all through conversations for the session 1, 2, 3 to 4. Then we have 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, we have 4 sessions. So I think also this occasion for me to read along again. I think it's not bad because it's a kind of activity. It's very good for me because I have a chance to at the same time reading, speaking, so I can double learning. So I will start with session 4. I take this from the highlight vocabulary for listening. Cambridge 10 test 1 for session 4. I want to show me now. Today we continue our series on ecologies and conversation with a look at the particularly endangered members of black bear family. 1 in 10 black bear is actually born with a white coat. 1 in 10, okay, 1/10, which is the result of a special gene that surfaces in a field. Okay. Local people have named it the spirit pair. According to the legends of these communities, it's known for bringing with its special power. Because of this, it has always been highly regarded by them, so much that they do not speak of seeing it to anyone else. It's their way of protecting us when strangers visit the area. The white bear habitat is quite interesting. The bear's strong relationship with the old-growth rainforest is the commonest one. The white bear relies on the huge centuries-old trees in the forest in many ways. For example, the old-growth trees have extremely long roots that help prevent erosion. This is an important phrase of the soil along the banks of many fish streams. Keeping these banks intact is important because these streams are home to salmon, which are the bear's main food source. In return, the bear's feeding habits nurture the forest, as the bear eats the salmon that discard the skin and bones in the increased amount on the forest floor, which provide vital nutrients. They produce large vegetation that sustains thousands of other kinds of life forms, from birds to insects and more. Today, the spirit bear lives off the coast of the province of British Columbia on a few islands. Their great concern for their survival, since it's estimated that less than 200 of these white bears remain. The best way to protect them is to make every effort to preserve the delicate balance of their forest environment, in other words, their ecosystem. The greatest threat to the bear existence is the loss of its habitat. Over many years, logging companies have stripped the land by cutting down a large number of trees In addition, they have built roads which have featured the areas where the pair usually feast. And many hibernation sites also have been lost. The logging of the trees along the stream has damaged the places where the pair fish. To make matters worse, the number of salmon in those streams is declining because there are no legal limits on fishing at the moment. All these fluency have a negative impact on the spirit pair's very existence, which make the more fragile by the fact that reproduction among these pair has always been disappointingly low. And so, what the situation going forward? Community organization, environmental groups, and the British Columbia government are now working together on problems. The government is now requiring logging companies to adopt a better logging method, which is a positive step. However, the measures alone may not be sufficient to ensure a healthy population of the spirit bear in the future. Other steps also need to be taken. Why is it important to maintain the spirit bear habitat? There also need to be more emphasis on this expansion. The move a certified ethics will also create space for others peers that are losing their homes. So the highlight is both endangered surface ecology, highly regarded old growth. In return, food source, vital nutrient, layoff, strip the land. Oh, hibernation, very interesting. No legal limits, negative impact, reproduction, nature justify fracture. And again, I'm read again with the session 3, the dialogue, the conversation between students and the professors. Hello, Professor. I'm John Wisa. I'm working on my entry for global design competition. My tutor said you might be able to help me with it. Ah, yes, I got a copy of your drawing. Come in and tell me about it. What sort of competition is this? Well, it's an international design competition, and we had to come up with a new design for typical domestic kitchen applicants. I see. And are there any special conditions? Does it have to stay energy, for example? Actually, that's what the focus in the last year's competition. This year different. We had to adopt an innovative approach to existing technology, using it in a way that hasn't been thought of before. I see, that's so tricky. And what kitchen appliance have you chosen? Well, I decided to choose the dishwasher. Interesting. What made you choose that? Well, there are everyday kitchen appliances in most Australian houses, but they are pretty boring and also an antiquated other. I think someone will be prepared to pay a little extra for something that looks different. That's my idea. I see you call your design rock pool. Why E in that? Basically, because it looks like the raw pool you find on the beach. The top is made of glass so that you can look down onto it. And there are stones at the bottom. Is that just for decoration? Actually, it has a function. It's the pushing a button to turn the stone. So really just another way of starting the dishwasher. That's right. It's really nice design. But what made it innovative? Well, I decided to make a dishwasher that used carbon dioxide. It plays water and detergent, detergent. You will. How will you manage that? The idea is to pressurize the carbon dioxide so that it becomes a liquid. The fluid in the is then released into the dishwasher where it cleans the dishes on by itself. Sounds like a brilliant idea. This system will taught to do away with the need for strong detergent. Detergent. I want to check it out how it's spelled. So I go to translate. Maybe that's the first
Detergents.
detergent. All right, detergent. So what happens once the dishes are clean? Well, to allow them to rise, the liquid carbon dioxide and the waste materials on go to an area called the holding chamber. I don't know. Oh, that's where the liquid is pressurized. Okay, I want to check this pronunciation also. Uh, check it out.
Depressurized.
Depressurized. Depressurized. Depressurized. So it's reversed to a gas. Then the oil and grease are separated out and sent to the waste system. It's not like you thought it's all are very friendly. So what happened to the carbon dioxide once the process is complete? Not wasted. Was wasted, I hope. Actually, that's where the real savings are made. The carbon dioxide is sent back to the cylinder and can be used again and again. What a terrific idea. Do you think it will ever be built? Probably not, but that's okay. Well, I'm sure a lot of positive things will come out of your design. Now, how seem you have to talk? No. Now, how seem to have a talk about everything? So that exactly did you need me to help with? Well, my design has made it to the final stage of the competition, and in a few months' time, I had to give a presentation, and that's the part I was hoping you could help with me. Right. Well, that could be easy enough. What have you managed to do so far? Well, I got detailed drawing to show how it will work. I also written 500 words on paper. Well, I say, well, if you want to stand a good chance of winning, you really need a model machine. Yes, I thought it's my, but I'm having a few problem. It's the main, this is the main difficulty so far. Let me guess, is the materials? Yes, I want it to look professional, but everything the top quality is very expensive. Look, projects like this are very important to us. They really have lived on our profile. So why don't you talk to university about a grant? I can have you fill out the application form if you like. This would be great. You better show me this paper you written as well. For global competitions like this, you need to make sure the technical details you are being given are accurate and thorough. That could be great help. Is there anything else I can do well? I'm really. So that's it. And we have come up with innovative approach, adopt identical, pay a little extra, another way of innovative, pressurize, two-way, thoughtfully, terrific, come out, stand a good chance of, listen body profile grant. Very good phrase, I think, and vocabulary. The and the second about the gym. On behalf of LP clubs, I would like to welcome you all here today. My name is Danny Fisher, and I'm one of the fitness manager here. Before we start our tour of the club, I will just run through the basic information about facility we have here, including recent improvements, and explain the time membership available. Our graded access is probably our swimming pool at 25 meters, which is an Olympic site, but now we expanded it to 8 lanes. It's much wider. This means there are rarely more than a couple of people at a time in each lane. Unfortunately, there isn't space for an outdoor pool here, but the glass roof on the swimming pool is partly retractable, which means you can enjoy something of open air experience on warmer days. Our recently refurbished fitness suits has on the latest exercise equipment, including 10 new running machines and a wide range of weight training machines. Its members is given full training in how to operate the equipment, and their own way trainer on duty to offer help and advice. Although we do have adults only time after 6, and at certain times at weekends, children are well catered for. All the children continue to benefit from a wide range of tuition, anything from trampolining to yoga. One thing our member appreciates about us is that we have very good care of them. This starts on one day with our personal assessment. You are asked to fill in a questionnaire giving detail of any health problems. One of our personal trainers will then go through this with you. The trainer will then take you through safety rules for using the equipment in the fitness suit. During your next exercise session, a personal trainer will work with you to make sure you understand it. It's very important to do this because we really do want to avoid any sport injury. There are lots more to look after yourself than simply lifting weights. At the end of personal assessment, the trainer will roll up a plan outlining that you should try to achieve within 6 week period. This will then be reviewed at the end of the 6 weeks. Now I just quickly run through the type of membership we have available. Our members must pay a joining fee of 90 in addition to the rate for monthly membership fee. Gold membership entitles you to free entry as all LP clubs. There are no LP clubs in all major cities and towns. So if you travel a lot, this will be a great advantage. Individual gold membership costs 50 pounds a month. Enjoy membership for you and your partner will cost 75 pounds. Premier, 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 I forget how to pronounce it. Premier. Premier. Maybe? It sounds familiar.
Premier. Premier.
Premier. Okay, Premier membership is for professional people whose work commitment makes it difficult for them to use the club during the day, and so LG give booking preference pre, pre, preference to Premier members at peak time. It means you can find it's easier to book the sessions at times that suit you. Reciprocal arrangement. I just so forget. I think I know this, but I don't remember.
Reciprocal arrangements. Reciprocal arrangements.
Reciprocal arrangement. All right, reciprocal arrangement. Reciprocal arrangement with other LP clubs available to Premier members. Premier membership is for individual only, but you will be sent passes for guest every month. The monthly fee is 65 pounds. You don't have to have any special clothing or equipment when you visit the club. We provide robes and hair dryers in the changing room. But it's very important to remember your photo card because you won't able to get in without it. For people who aren't working during the day then, I think that's a finish for this. And then vocabulary. Membership, access, retractable open air experience, refurbished trainer, personal assessment, go through safety rules, sports injury, rubber plan, entitled, big time, reciprocal arrangement. So that's the and comment. The first session one is quite simple, but I also have a one or two wrong answer. It's self-drive tour, pursue high a lodge, campsite, and castle, desert, desert. I think it's desert. Desert is desert is a kind of district. Desert, sun bathing, a good deal, theme park, include cover. Did the listening highlight Cambridge IO 10 for the test one? Or